Good morning, sunshines. Happy Monday. Happy 50. This is our 50th episode of Room for Sunshine. I am so excited to just be here with you and to have made it to 50 episodes. What a great day. What a great week it will be. My name is Alyssa, and thank you for tuning in. I can't believe we did it. 50 episodes. Wow. I think that there's moments where there are numbers. Why I don't know why they're important numbers, but 50 feels substantial because from my perspective, I started this podcast thinking to myself, okay, I just want to share. I just want to share what's on my mind, what's on my heart. People are asking me for, guidance, and people are wondering how I got to Bali and how I got to where I am and what I do with all of this random information that I have in my mind. And so I figured, okay, this is a great place to do that. And I'm so proud to have gotten to 50 because it is really easy to give up. To give up on yourself, to give up on your dreams, to give up on the things that you want to be doing. We sacrifice so much out of a need to succeed or out of a need to do the things that are going to pay our bills or are going to help further us in society on a professional or personal level. And I don't know that this podcast is doing any of that, but it's still here. It's still happening, and you're still with me. And so from the bottom of my heart to anyone that's listening, whether it's your first time joining in or your 50th time listening, thank you for being a part of this passion project that came together. And then in honor of 50, it feels like there's so much we could talk about and nothing at the same time. I could just say thank you for listening. Happy 50th episode. But I want it to be meaningful. And the thing that really is the most meaningful in regards to 50, in regards to this week, is to not give up on yourself. Don't count yourself out before you've even had a chance to count yourself in. When I started this podcast, I definitely just had doubts, and I still have doubts. And with a lot of decisions that I've made in my life, I think I've struggled to really see myself where I want to be with the thing. And so then I give up. I used to. I've been trying to break this pattern, but I give up and I back down when things get hard because I go, you know what? I want to find the thing where it all lines into place perfectly, where there's success and money and all of these beautiful accolades. But a lot of time for most of us, unless some huge luck hits or some stroke of genius comes through, we're really just throwing darts at the universe and going, okay, my heart's feeling like I need this, let me go. But then we get discouraged so quickly. And so many times I have people come up to me and say, oh, I would love to do a yoga teacher training, or, oh, I would love more than anything to move abroad for 3 months. But I can't give up this, and I can't sacrifice this, and it'll just never happen. And to say that something can't happen right now is one thing, because you're saying in this present moment, I don't have the space or the capacity to do this thing that I want to do. But to count yourself out from any dream is to limit yourself from your own possibility. So let's not do that anymore, or let's try not to do that anymore. Let's try to believe that all of the things that we want to accomplish and all that we want to achieve and experience is within the realm of possibility. Because whether it is or isn't is besides the point. I may never have more than 100 people listen to this podcast. However, I am using this as one of my tools to be able to prove to myself, hey, I can keep seeing something through even when it doesn't turn out the way I expected it to. And I've kind of started to live my whole life that way because I've really spent a lot of time the past few weeks honoring the fact that I'm a very creative soul. And I have all of these different experiences, different hobbies that I haven't quite figured out how they fit in yet. You know, I play music and I sing, I teach yoga and I lead teacher trainings. I write scripts and screenplays and short films, and I have a podcast, and I like to travel, but I also like to be at home. I like to be alone, but I also love hosting people. I want to open schools. I want to build schools around the world for healing and arts. And it feels crazy to say all of that out loud because I've spoken about this before, but when you don't have a clear focus point, you're like, well, where does it all go? You know, what do I do with all of this? And almost on a daily basis, I have a moment where I go, this one's got to go. There's no space. And then almost on a daily basis, I remind myself, I'm the only person who can count myself out from making any of those things the thing, or I'm the only person who can believe that I'm not good enough or worthy enough to see things through, regardless of how they appear on the outside. And so my hope for anyone listening today is just to walk away with the reminder to keep believing in yourself, to keep believing in your passions, in your desires, in your wishes for yourself, for your life, because only you can make it happen. We need help. We need mentors. We need guides. We need the person who maybe is going to help open the next door. But only you can actually commit to seeing something through all the way. And if we don't really believe in our dreams, no one else is going to believe in them for us. So it really does begin with us believing in ourselves and in all that we want to make happen, regardless of how it actually ends up happening. And in full transparency, I believe that sacrifice is one of the only ways that we can continue to believe in ourselves more. Because I recognize on a daily basis that I have had to make big sacrifices to get to exactly where I am on this couch right here today. It has taken a letting go of so much that I do still want. You know, I live halfway around the world from friends and family. I live in a place where people come and go. And I walked away from one dream in the film industry to nourish myself and my body and my heart and my mind, and to expand on a more emotional and spiritual level. And that was so hard. It continues to be difficult. So I don't want to make it sound like believing in yourself is something that happens overnight, because it's something I am working on every single day that I wake up and that I show up into something that I'm passionate about. I really have to look at myself and go, why am I doing this thing? You know, why am I sitting down I'm looking over here because my harmonium's over here. Why am I still being so called to play and write music? I don't really know, but I gotta trust that. I got to trust that instinct, and then hear the feedback of when I play music at my yoga classes, people saying, sing more. So I go, okay, that's vulnerable for me, but I'm going to sing more. And I feel that with every decision I make. You know, everyone has an opinion all the time of, you should move here or you should stay here. And I think the believing in yourself really just comes from ultimate self-trust that you are going to be okay, even if your dreams don't reach the place that you once imagined they would. And more importantly, that those dreams are worth your time and energy. And I love getting distracted. I love going and distracting myself by going for a dinner with a friend and going to a yoga class and filling up my days with all of these things that are just life to-dos. But if it's something that matters to you, if you have a dream today that you want to see through, I really encourage you to ask yourself, what am I doing to actually make that happen? And do I believe in my full heart that I have everything that it takes, all the capacity, all the skills to see it through? And if not, what needs to change or be added in order to really cultivate that sense of power and belief? Because I believe with my full heart that the universe, take it or leave it, as woo-woo as you want, the universe is going to support us when it actually sees us working towards the thing that we want, not when we just keep saying, I want to do this, but then I'm going to spend all my time doing something else. You know, I want to root down and build a community, but I also just want to be traveling 6 months of the year. That's my own personal thing that I've been grappling with, is you can't really have all the things, you know, but you can believe enough in yourself to trust whatever unfolds for you if you believe in yourself. So believe in your dreams, people. Please believe in your dreams. Keep dreaming more. I believe in mine, even on my hardest days, and even when it feels emotional and sentimental and painful. I really do believe in myself. And I really do believe that if we dedicate ourselves and to our lives, that we will see change, and that we will not only see change within ourselves, but in the people around us and in the power of the communities that we surround ourselves with. And yeah, just believe. And I really am so grateful to all who have listened to this podcast. It's been a journey for me of diligence and consistency and persistence, even when it doesn't have the grand effects that I wanted it to, at least not yet. But I hope that it's been meaningful to you. And if you've been enjoying it, please, please, please send it to a friend. One friend today. Just send this episode to one friend. Have them give it a 5-star rating if they like it. And yeah, I'd love to hear from you. I am going to be traveling over the next few weeks, so I'm going to be dropping down to 1 episode a week for the time being. I know I committed to 50. I still believe in the podcast, but I also believe in making a little more time and space for myself right now as I pursue all these other passions of mine while keeping the content as high and high quality as possible. So just know that that shift is coming. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I would love to hear from you. I support you wherever you are in the world, whatever you're doing. I believe in you if you believe in you. So go off and make those dreams come true. Thank you for listening. My name is Alyssa, and this is Room for Sunshine.